Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Bosh is out there with the monster. Then there's the waiter. Then it's Kukoc. And it's Howell in at the five. Dawkins the pass to Steele. Sexton kicks to Ojale. Pass to Dawkins. To the paint. Here's Steele. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Ojale. Rockets with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Down low. Here's Kukoc. And it's Kukoc with the jam.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. That's the Thunder. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Groove. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Z. Vanderbilt defending. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Faded away to create the space.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's Z. Vanderbilt with the block. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it left. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Vanderbilt with the steal. Drew the pass to Bosh. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Kahn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Groove. On the wing, Kukoc. Outside Bosh. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Ojale. Sexton on the wing. He's covered by Bosh. Here's Ojale. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Z. It's stolen by Groove. Here's Kukoc. Up and in on the layup.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Z. Vanderbilt defending. Here's Steele. And it's Howell with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Kukoc for 3. Sexton grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Z. Vanderbilt defending. Thunder passes to Dawkins. 6 on the shot clock. Ojale. It's deflected. And they recover it. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Here's Z. Vanderbilt defending. Pass to Thunder. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one, and he hits the first of 3. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
The dude, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets leading by 5. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Steele passes to Dawkins. Here's Ojale, takes the 3. And it's Howell with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, Grew. No scoring in this one. Howell passes to Grew. Just 4 to shoot. It's good.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Sexton against Bosch. Sexton with the bounce pass. Here's Steele. And the Bucks miss again. Rockets leading by 9. Howell passes to Grew. Outside, Kukoc. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And the Bucks making a change here. Reynolds is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. The Monsters checked in for the Monster. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Howell. The kick out to Bosch. Beyond the arc. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just 1/3 of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Pass to Howell. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. The Monsters checked in for Houston.
Substitution.
And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 9 points. Here's Ojale. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Houston leading by 9. The monster passes to Bosch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That one misses. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. To the middle with his first shot attempt. Dawkins good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Howell. Bosch with it. Shoots the 3. And Reynolds pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. The Erasers checked in for Sexton. Wells comes in for Dawkins. And it's the Mayor in for Zeke. Pass to the dude. Here's Howell from outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Howell's got 7 points in the game.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's Wells. He's covered by Bosch. Stolen by Bosch. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Welch. No good from 11 feet.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Ogilvy, and he is covered by Drew. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
The monster passes to Drew. To the paint. Here's Howell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Pass to Reynolds. 4 on the clock. Over Drew. And the Bucks miss again.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time he hits it.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the only option.
For Houston, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That free throw good from Bosch. And some changes here for the Bucks. Thunder comes in for Wells. And it's Brown in for Ogilvy. Primetime's checked in for Houston. Fresh comes in for the Monster. Bucks trail by 12. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Looking to end the run. Shot's good by the Mayor.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's Bosch. It's blocked. Here's the Mayor. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Monster off target with his 3. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Over in the corner, Brown. Brown. And it's Houston on the break. The 3 from Bosch. It's rebounded by the Mayor. Bosch has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Singh. Can't hit from in close. Rockets leading by 10. Here's the monster. Scoreless thus far. Here's Welch. Another miss by Houston. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over in the corner, Brown goes up on the wing. Jump shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Bosh looking around. The three. And the three ball is good. Bosh has got 12 in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but it's important.
And so it's Houston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Thunder. Bosh is out there with prime time. That's the dude, and it's Tiny in at the 2.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Down low, here's Thunder. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Rockets shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for them. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Here's Brown. The Rockets pull it in. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Brown against Vanderbilt. Poked loose. And they double up MP. And it's blocked. Bucks trail by 10. Mills in the corner. Pass to Thunder. Here's the mayor. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
He gets it in there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here's Mills. Sinks the triple. Mills has got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Thunder passes to Vanderbilt. Here's the dude. Houston moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Pass to primetime. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Thunder. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Stokes has checked in for the eraser. And a change for the Rockets. Kukoc has checked in. Mills with it. He has 6. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Mills has got 8 points.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
MP outside. Right wing. Vanderbilt against Brown. High, arcing shot. Rebound by Thunder. Thunder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Mills. T right on him. Primetime's shot is good. Primetime's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Thunder. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. From downtown. Good on the triple. He's got 8.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Kukoc for 3. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Thunder passes to Bryant. Pass to Mills. There's a good screen. From deep. And with the rebound. And so, MV will bring it up for the Rockets. Got a piece of it. Vanderbilt the pass to Primetime, and the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
A different look for Milwaukee. Sexton, he's checked in for Stokes. Dawkins comes in for Thunder. And it's Reynolds in for the Maine. Bosh is checked in for the Rockets. Here's Reynolds, guarded by Kukoc. And the Bucks miss again. Houston leading by 9. And that one's good by Bosh. Bosh has got 14.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Howell's checked in for Primetime. And he sinks the second. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Bosh. 14 points for him. A rebound by the Bucks. Reynolds has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bosh against Dawkins. Pass to Mills. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Howell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bosh kicks to Vanderbilt, and here's Kukoc. There's the pick, the tray, buries it from three-point range. Kukoc has got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Pass to Brown. Here's Reynolds, guarded by Kukoc. It's Brown on the wing. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And that one, good. He's got 5. Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Reynolds from deep. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Howell over Sexton. And Howell kicks to Kukoc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Reynolds. Pass to Mills. Over Kukoc. And it's Howell with the rebound. Howell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Kukoc. And Dawkins pulls it down. Dawkins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Sexton the pass to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dawkins. Here's Brown, and off the glass. That one's good. Brown's got his 2nd bucket. Rockets leading by 13. Outside Bosch. Now here's Vanderbilt. There's the lob to the hoop, and stolen by Sexton. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break, and good that time.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And here's Mills from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mills has got 12 points in the game. Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Howell can't hit.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Mills passes to Reynolds. Launches a 3. Kukoc grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 10. Here's Howell. Over Sexton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's 11 points for Boomer. The Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Pass to Reynolds. Puts up a 3. That shot off. Bosch with some nice D. Here's Thunder, covered by Mills. Back to Kukoc. And it's Tiny with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Thunder's checked in for Reynolds. Magician comes in for Brown. And Z subbed in for the General. And the Rockets making a change here as well. The Dude, he's checked in for the waiter. Here's Thunder. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thunder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Ogilvy. Here's Dawkins. Here's Thunder. He's got 8. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Count it, and the Houston leads McFett down now to just 11 on the basket from Dawkins.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Howell. Rebound, Milwaukee. Dawkins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Sexton. 51 seconds left in the first half. Here's Ogilvy, guarded by Kukoc. Bucks passing it around. 4 on the shot clock. With the shot off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Back to Bosch. Here's the screen. Rebound by Thunder. Thunder's got 6 rebounds in the game. Sexton the pass to Steele. Inside, Kahn takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Thunder's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Garbage Man.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Thunder is out there with Sexton. Then it's Magician. Then it's Dawkins. And it's Steele and at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Rockets leading by 8. To the middle. And then Bosch with the jam.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
The Bucks shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. To the right side. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Ogilvy kicks to Sexton. Thunder passes to Sexton. Here's Dawkins. Elbow shot is on the way. Drew with the rebound. Here's Howard, and he's covered by Dawkins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rockets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bucks trail by 12. Outside, Sexton. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Z. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Sexton. Bosch with some nice D.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Count it, good. Bosch has got 20 points.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Kukoc. And the layup is good. Kukoc has got 13.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Kukoc has gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Ogilvy, guarded by Kukoc, and that's a foul called on Bottom. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Thunder. Here's Z. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. Rockets with the rebound. Bosch has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here is Vanderbilt. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Howell. Rebound, Milwaukee. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Z. And he's covered by Grew. Thunder passes to Dawkins. Here's Z. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now, Vanderbilt, he has 5. Pass to Grew. And stolen by Sexton. And here they come. Here's Thunder, and he's covered by Grew. They get a hand on it. And the basket by Thunder.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Vanderbilt the pass to Howell. Back to Vanderbilt. It's rebounded by Z. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Dawkins. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. From 11 feet away, Drew, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Dawkins. He has 7. Here's Kahn, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Dawkins. Pass to Ojale. Here's Thunder. Clock at 6. Here's Z. Vanderbilt defending. Now here's Bosch. Over Sexton. Bosch misses. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 9 points for the waiter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Houston leading by 10. Pass to Drew. Here's Howell. And the foul goes on the Magician. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
To stop the drought, Vanderbilt's shot is good. Vanderbilt's got 8 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Oh, that's blocked, and they're able to recover. Here's Steele. Here's Howell, and he's covered by Dawkins. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And some changes here for the Bucks. The mayor, he's checked in for Dawkins. And it's Brown in for Z. The dude, he's checked in for the Rockets. Pass to Bosch. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Bosch. Another miss by Houston. Bucks trail by 16. To the inside. Here's Ojale. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Now, here's Drew. He's covered by Brown. Plenty of daylight on that shot. The dude's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Bucks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Knocks it loose. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Singh. No good on the triple. Houston leading by 19 points. Pass to Grew. And another 3 for Houston.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The Bucks working the ball around. Sexton with a screen on Bosch. And here's Sexton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Sexton's got 7 points. Outside Bosch. Through the pass to Welch. And the mayor gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And some changes here for the Bucks. The erasers checked in for Sexton. Wells comes in for Thunder. And it's Reynolds in for Brown. Right side Bosch. To the left side wing. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. And another 3 for Houston.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Wells passes to Ojale. Here's Wells. And there's the foul. It's on the way. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd team foul.
Here's Reynolds, and he's covered by Grew. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ojale. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Bosch for 3. It's rebounded by Quickly.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Wells. Here's Reynolds. Over to the left wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bucks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Houston making some changes. Primetime comes in for Bosch. And the Monsters subbed in for the Monster. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Vanderbilt inside. Pass to the Monster. A 3-ball. Rebound, Milwaukee. The Mayor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Reynolds. Singh the pass to Reynolds. Pass to Wells. Now Quickly. And again, the Bucks miss. And Howell kicks to Vanderbilt. A rebound by the Bucks.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
The shot by Ojale, no good. Houston leading by 21. Pass to the Monster. Here's Primetime. No good from outside. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Reynolds passes to Ojale. To the paint. Here's Singh. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Quickly. Rejection. Brown is checked in for the Bucks. Rollins comes in for Magician. And a switch here also for Houston. Kukoc is checked in. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's the dude. There's the screen. Fires for three. Rollins grabs the board.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
No good with the layup. Houston leading by 21. Vanderbilt the pass to primetime. Here's Howell. Quickly covering. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown. The generally's checked in for the Bucks. And the Rockets making a change here as well. The Monsters checked in for the dude. "20 seconds left to play in the third. Houston moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Fires at the elbow. It's rebounded by Quickly. Quickly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. And that one drops. Brown's got 6.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
And so it's Houston with a 19-point advantage heading into the next. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Rockets leading by 19 points. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got primetime. Kukoc is out there with the monster. Then there's Bosch. And it's man in at the center position.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Bucks. Number 50.
Here's the monster, covered by Mills. They set the screen. Pass to primetime. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Brown deciding where to go with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bosch passes to primetime. Off target from three-point range. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Singh. And it's off from three-point range. Kukoc against Brown. Pass to the monster. Here he goes. The kick out to Bosch. 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target. And so Brown will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Stokes dishes to Mills. Over MP. Shots good by Mills. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's the monster, covered by Mills. MP left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Rockets.
And that one falls for man. Reynolds is checked in for Brown. Thunder's checked in for the Rockets. Both free throws good from man. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here's Reynolds. Pass to the Mayor. Now here's Mills. 4 on the clock. In the corner, Stokes with it. Here's Wells. Kukoc grabs the miss. Houston leading by 22 to the inside. Here's primetime. Goes back up. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Drills the three-pointer. And that's 17 points for the General.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting for Houston.
He's off on the first. And the Bucks making a change here. Brown's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. The dude, he's checked in for primetime. He hits the second from the line. Bucks trail by 20. Here's the mayor. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Wells. Fires the 3. And with the rebound. Mann's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Thunder. He's covered by Brown. Kukoc gets the bucket.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's the mayor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Dawkins checked in for Milwaukee. The Monsters checked in for Houston. He's perfect from the line this time. Rockets leading by 20. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. They set the pick. Here's Thunder. He's covered by Brown. Here's Thunder. And it's blocked by Brown. Dawkins against Bosch. Here's Dawkins. Pass to Reynolds. The Bucks working the ball around. Intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Grew the pass to Mann. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Stokes. Defended by Mann.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for
The free throw drops for Stokes. And the Bucks with some changes. Sexton, he's checked in for the mayor. Magician comes in for Reynolds. And Z subbed in for Brown. The Rockets also changing it up. Howell's checked in for MP. Primetime comes in for Bosch. The Waiters subbed in for Thunder. Pass to Grew. Here's Kukoc. 6 on the shot clock. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. That's 7 points for the Monster.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And the call will go against Boomer. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
The mayor, he's checked in for Stokes.
number 5.
Here's Ogilvy, and he's covered by Grew. Pass to Sexton. 5 on the clock. And it's Howell with the rebound. Howell's Rockets leading by 20. Down low. They swipe it. With some arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside, Kukoc. Back to Vanderbilt. Out to the wing. Pass to Primetime. On the wing, Kukoc. Here's Howell. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in. 19 points for Boomer.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Baseline try. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Thunder's checked in for the Bucks. Bosch is checked in for Houston. Thunder comes in for Kukoc. Pass to Dawkins. Here's Thunder. To halt the run. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. Back to Sexton. Here's Thunder, and he's covered by Grew. Here's Steele. And again, the Bucks miss.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
So for the Rockets, Primetime's checked in for Bosch. The Dude comes in for the Monster, and it's Hill in for the Waiter. Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. There's a screen. Here's Thunder. Lets it go with the 3. The shot by Ogilvy, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection. This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Z. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Bounce pass from Hill. Primetime, the pass to Hill. Here's Howell. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And it's 29 points for Boomer. So it's the Bucks now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Z. There's a good screen. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here's Primetime. Takes a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Howell's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Rockets.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And the basket by Thunder.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Pass to Ogilvy. Inside. Here's Z. Rebound by Thunder. Here's the Dude. Here's Primetime. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
It's deflected. Ogilvy passes to Kai. Here's Steele, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Third personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. MP's checked in for Primetime. Gobert comes in for Hill, and the Monsters subbed in for Thunder. Both good from the line that time. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Howell. Here's the Monster, and it's blocked. Outside, Sexton. Here's Z.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick.
Houston foul. Howell. Fourth personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Fresh is checked in for Houston. So he gets them both. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the monster. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Primetime's checked in for Howell.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 17. Shannon, number 17.
1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Z. Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet away. It's blocked, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Houston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Boomer.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Here's Kahn, and the turnover again by Milwaukee. Tiny is checked in for Houston.
Number 46, Melvin.
And so it's Houston with it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to the monster. Here's the dude. Down low. Here's Primetime. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Z. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look real